Hi Stampers, and welcome to the August Video Kit Club. This month we've got a fun glow-in-the-dark card that's a quick and simple one for our busy summer schedules, and it's a fun card. It reminds me of going and catching lightning bugs as a kid. It's got the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder, so let's get started. You're going to get your white cardstock and the stamp of Wendy. This is a dragonfly. I know dragonflies don't glow in the dark like lightning bugs, but she's really cute. And you're going to use Versamark ink pad, and you're going to ink it up, and you're just going to stamp randomly on the front. And you're going to have to really be careful and look to see where you stamp, because this Versamark is a little bit tricky to see when you're stamping like this, but if you look at it in the light the right way, you can see it. Okay, and then you're going to use your coffee filter, and you'll get a bottle of the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder in your kit, and you're just going to cover your whole sheet then. Okay. And then go ahead and heat that. Okay. And since the glow-in-the-dark embossing powder is almost a clear, translucent embossing powder, it's really, you can see it, but it's difficult to see. So to make it stand out more on the card, we're going to use dye inks and sponge daubers. And I'm using Adirondack's inks, and these are dye ink. They're water soluble. You can use any inks. I'm using the Pool, Citrus, and Wild Plum. Okay, and you're going to use a sponge dauber, and you're just going to lightly start daubing over the dragonflies. And you're just doing this so that you can see the dragonfly on the front of your card. Okay. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the Wild Plum. And when you first start, you don't want to push down really hard. You want to start with a light touch and swirly motion, because if you go straight down, you're going to end up with red or colored dots. So you want to make sure you start with a light circular motion and then just keep blending it and moving it. Okay, and then for my last color, I'll use the citrus. Okay, and then you want to use a paper towel, or you can use the coffee filter that you just used, and kind of polish it off. It'll help the embossing powder resist the ink that's stuck to it. It'll wipe right off, and it'll be a little bit brighter. So go ahead and polish that. And then in your kit, you'll also get the stamp, You Make the World a Better Place. And you're going to use black StazOn for that. and just ink it up, and we're stamping over in the bottom right corner. It doesn't matter if it goes over your dragonflies a little bit. It will stamp over the embossing powder because it is a solvent ink. And then you're just going to mount that on your card base. And I'm using the 1/2 inch double-sided tape. And that just goes on your card front. Okay? And let me tell you, any adult is going to love this card as much as a kid. I just went to a birthday party and gave a 16-year-old a card like this that glowed in the dark, and the adults were more fascinated with it than the kids. So go ahead and have some fun with this, but let me show you what it looks like in the dark. Okay, so I'm in the utility room, and I don't know if the camera is picking this up, but it really does glow in the dark. And trust me, your friends will all be just thrilled to go and see how it glows in the dark. So I hope you enjoy this month's card. It's a simple, quick and easy one, but it sure is a whole lot of fun. So happy stamping, and I will see you again next month. Bye.